Hey guys, welcome back to Princess Connect. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some information to do with the HoloLive collab and some information from Crunchyroll that indicates that we could be getting the global launch on the 20th. It's not confirmed, but hopefully we do. Anyway, there's a bunch of details we'll go into, some posts we'll look at that sort of justify the reasoning for it. And then we'll just take a look at my account because I've got some new stuff, bit of stuff happening. Anyway, let's get into it. So first of all, big shout out to Koala over on Discord for linking me to this post by Timaeus. Really appreciate the work in this one. Basically putting everything together for us. Make sure you jump over. I'll leave this posted in Reddit. Give them the upvotes because, hey, I love it when people put everything together nicely for us to look at. So basically what's happening here is we're going to go over to Crunchyroll and look at their, like, this is Crunchyroll's website. Crunchyroll's publishing the game. So they've got some, this should be a legitimate post because it's on their website. But obviously we're doing the HoloLive collaboration for the global launch. Now, the thing we're looking at here is it all starts with a pre-launch sneak peek stream 1 week before launch. So it says 1 week before launch. After that, they'll do more stuff, yada, yada, yada. But the reason this is relevant, the 1 week before launch, is if we go over here to the HoloLive Twitter, they've got this post, and on this Wednesday, they're looking at, from the 11th, so 11th, 12th, 13th. So Wednesday the 13th, they're going to be having the Princess Connect, it just says Princess Connect. Doesn't say anything else, but that is what I'm assuming will be the sneak peek that they are referring to. And then if this post is correct, a week after that, we should get the launch of the game. Now, they don't state it's specifically exactly 7 days, 1 week, but I'm hoping, like my original thoughts, that the game was going to launch, mid to late January instead of that placeholder date of the 1st of March that was on the iOS store. I'm hoping that's when we do get it, because I'm hanging out for global. We need some events, we need some fun stuff, we need some spice in the game because it's pretty bland at the moment, but that is what we're looking at. And then if we jump over here to the Princess Connect Twitter, they've got this post, they've reached 300,000 pre-registrations. Now, they haven't updated the pre-registration page, so I don't know exactly what we're looking at, because if they said if we get to 500k, we get more, but as you can see, this page still only shows up to 200,000. So we'll have to wait and see, but basically we are getting a fair chunk of free jewels, which is gonna be really nice for rerolls. I'm hoping, like every other game on the planet that gets released, well, most of them anyway, that this is just going to be every account that started during the period gets these. I hope it's not bound to an email address or something like that. I really hope they don't do something scummy like that, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, free jewels is always nice. If we get to 500k, we can get some more. And it looks like we're also just going to get 1,000 free jewels with the launch of the game as well. So like they say here, we're going to get 3,100 at launch, which is quite nice. By the time you collect just some basic rewards or login rewards, that should get you up to 2 pulls. So winning is winning, and we'll take the 2 pulls on top of the guaranteed first one when we do rerolls, and see if there's anything else that we can squeeze into the reroll process once it does actually launch. If there's some sort of global login event that gives you extra pulls or something like that. Really hoping, but rerolling is going to be fun at global. But that is pretty much all the news that we have related to the launch. Now I just wanted to go over and jump on my account and show you guys where we are at and talk a bit about it, because when I talk about how I'm starting again at global, people keep asking me, are the accounts getting deleted, all that stuff. No, they're not. It all stays. I don't know if they're going to do what a lot of games do. A lot of games do this, that they do the soft launch, and then when they launch global, they put global on a different server. I don't think they are going to do this. I don't know if they are. This game does have, from what I've been able to research from JP, they normally have battle groups in arena, where it's after a certain point, they just start a new arena grouping, and then every account after that is in the new grouping and the old one stays the same. So I'm assuming it's going to do that, and I'm assuming if they do that, it would be at global where they start a fresh one. These are all assumptions, but the main reason I'm starting again at global is for content's sake. I like progressing with the masses on global launch to sort of do a daily progression type series where I cover my account, where I'm at for the day, any tips along the way for that specific period of the game. And I just really enjoy playing one account to learn the game and then another account to try and play a little bit more optimally. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, In the background, you can see I've got Saren. I literally logged in today and they gave us one summon ticket for today's login, and she's the one that I pulled from my login ticket. I don't know. We're just going to build her. We're obviously going to build her. Anything with TP recovery is always going to be handy. So she's mid-row, TP recovery. Let's just throw her in, see what happens. What do we got here? Small physical damage to all enemies in range. She does get really good. I think at 6-star on JP, she gets really strong. This one here, the lower Saren's HP, the greater the damage dealt. I can see how this could stack pretty well. But anyway, we've got some AoE physical damage and some TP regen, so not too bad. But I will build her. For the moment, I've just been building a little bit of everything, starting to level them up. As you can see, my account level is level 74. I never ended up buying the grotto pack, which has really cost me in terms of potions that I can get daily. So I just can't be bothered now because I'm gonna spend more on the global account, not whale, just a little bit, the smart packs. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's why I'm really struggling for levels on my units. Sort of leveled up the tanks. Nozomi is like the most recent one that I built. She is really good. She's really good. And then everything else is pretty much standard. These guys I've just been gearing up. I haven't actually refined their gear or done anything. This is just purely for testing purposes and a bit of fun. I've got a few pieces left to get on her, and that's where we're at, just because I want to keep experimenting with everything until global, and then really like narrow down on what I want to build after that. There's a few more in here that I'm going to build, but besides that, I'm pretty much at my limit on this account with what I can do until they release more content. But it's all about the arena now. I really invested I really invested into this team. It just doesn't work against the meta at the moment. It just really doesn't. Anyway, let's take a look. If this has a bunch of front and mid row, so this does have a good chunk of front and mid row, and when it does have a good chunk of front and mid row, I don't take the Lima. She's just not tanky enough for me. She's only there if it's got a bunch of back row that I really need to hit. The one back row here isn't going to be too much of a threat, so we're going to jump in with this team. This is the core team. The basic way this works is that Reno is the slowest to generate TP. So the Yukari is going to buff the TP of Reno because she's the lowest first, and then after she gets boosted, Yuki is going to boost the TP of the highest, which is then Reno because she got boosted, and then she gets there really quick. And then we do have Mitsuki in here to do the field that's going to reduce the defense of enemies. However, sometimes the timing sucks and we miss out. And then obviously we've got the tank. Normally we use Lima, but now we're using her. It's not the best. I do like the Tamaki and Hatsune as the two main damage dealers in the format at the moment. I don't have Hatsune. I do have Tamaki, but I haven't really upgraded her, so she's at 2-star, not doing much damage. So I'm kind of boned in arena at the moment. So let's just jump into a battle and take a look. So here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, she's a mid row as well. So this is really good. This is really good because it means I can bring a big juicy tank and still hit pretty hard, hopefully. Okay, we landed that defense break as well. So now as long as we get a Reno ult, we should be good. That's a big if. It's a big if. Please give me a Reno ult. Please. Please, Reno first. I wanted Reno first because then we could have healed off of that. No, you savage. You shredded me. My Reno had full bar too, full gauge. That sucks. That sucks. And basically, I'm struggling to get wins in arena. I just don't think my comp is quite there. It's not the meta. So basically, when we come into global, I'm going to be looking at the Hatsune, that sort of meta, if I can get her. She sort of goes up the Hatsune Tamaki is pretty much where it's at. This is a really savage defense team. It's incredibly tanky. And like if you look at that, you got a self-healing tank, you got a bunch of other tanks that heal, and then you got someone that's going to snipe whoever's dealing the damage from magic. And then, as you can see in the last battle, they then target my Reno. But this is a savage defense team. I don't think you'd win many offense battles with this because the defense lineups are so tanky. But there's no way I can see me actually beating this and doing enough damage to beat it. But you know what? We're going to jump in anyway, just to prove my point. But yeah, this is a really good defense. When you're making your offense, I feel like one attacker isn't enough. You just don't get the damage that you really need to get out. Can we put the AoE defense break field out? Good, that's out. So now we should be able to go Reno, hopefully get some deeps. And as you can see, we didn't really do too much because they're all really tanky. And now they've all got heaps of heals. And now we're pretty much done from there. Maybe we did get one down. We did get one down. If we can get Tamaki down, we might get it. But I'm just worried that the 3 healers are going to stall us out. 3 tanky healers is never a fun thing to come up against. And we didn't actually get the Tamaki. And we're not hitting her now. So she's going to destroy Reno unless Reno can pop right now. Unless Reno pops right now, we're done. Please? Yep, we're done. And on top of that, it's a really hot day here and my brand spanking new camera appears to overheat in the hot days. So sorry about losing the cam there. That is going to be it for this one, guys. Anyway, looking forward to the global launch. I'll probably stream it at the launch because it'll be a bit of fun doing some rerolls and stuff like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.